Okay, then. Yes, I'm very honored to be Ambassador for Canada, Female Wave of Change. And in that role, my role is primarily to also build the community in Canada. And to that end, I founded Female Wave of Change Canada in December 2020. In terms of what I teach the module on authentic feminine leadership. And as Ingen initially introduced, to elaborate further, we talk about the qualities of an authentic feminine leader, things like creativity, collaboration, intuition, inclusiveness, emotional intelligence, qualities typically associated with the female, the feminine. That said, men can have these qualities and learn them as well. So in this module, as Renee eloquently said, we talk about inner journeys in each part of the session, and then we also move to action. So in the module that I teach, we go over the various qualities and we have each participant identify what each quality means to them and a leader to choose a leader that emulates that quality for them. And then what they do is they actually do a self-assessment on each of the qualities and rate themselves in terms of how they feel they are internalizing that particular quality at this point in time. So it could be, and 1 being not at all, and 10 being I rock at it. I'm a rock star at it. So part of that process is they learn about themselves, and they also learn then to identify which ones they may want to work on and which ones are game changers for them, and to reflect on workplace settings and notice if they stood in their power related to a quality, whether it really supported them or it didn't. So what are the challenges as well when we step into our authentic feminine leadership, when we're inside organizations that may be very masculine based in terms of how they reward people, in terms of all the metrics. And then we go on to action. And as you probably know, there's a lot of power in sharing with a group what you want to do next. So the participants are encouraged to choose at least 1 quality they want to step into and feel more comfortable internalizing into their leadership. And so they move forward with that. And in terms of the participants, and as a teacher in this program, it is so rewarding to be part of this, to see the students from the very beginning, because even though my module is later on, I like to at least tune in at the first one when people are introducing themselves, and the variety of students we have. As Ingen spoke at the very beginning, women from all walks of life. You don't have to be CEO. You don't have to be a well-known leader. You can be someone who's a leader in your family, in your community. And so the diversity of backgrounds in terms of leadership, cultures, that's the other unique piece, is like you could have somebody who has their own business and they're in South Africa, and someone else who's a coach in the States. And for everyone to share and learn and grow together, it is really remarkable to see the progress over the 3-month journey. So yes, I encourage you, if you're interested, to join us. It is, there's a fantastic group of teachers and amazing participants too, from all over the world. So I think that's all I have to say right now.
Thank you very much, Pam. Thank you. I don't know if I'll be putting you on the spot. I just wanted to also find out if you can think of any interesting or anything that you have come across, or any participant that just said something that was, or shared something that was powerful or impactful during the engagements in the sessions.
That's a great question. I don't want to sort of focus in on one person, but I think what is interesting is when people identify the qualities that are challenging for them, when they dig deeper and reflect and say, well, why is this a challenge for me? Is it because it's not a natural way of being? Or is it because of the structure that I'm in is not a good fit for me? Because what I've learned in my own professional journey is when I was younger, I would choose positions based on advancing. Like, okay, I looked at the position description and say, yeah, I want to do that. That's going to take me higher. But I really didn't look at the organizational fit. And you can have a great position, that feel that, you know, the position description looks great for you, but then if you get into an organizational culture that is strongly masculine and doesn't really, they might even say that they're collaborative or value partnerships, but they reward individuals. They don't reward teamwork. So I think that's an interesting part of the process when people are asked to reflect not only on their own internal qualities that they have related to authentic family leadership, but also looking at how that fits into organizations. And then what might they do in the future? It could be choose an organization and look at fit and do more intel, if you will, on the organization, and or look at, well, what could I do to potentially change it a little bit based on where I am?